you do that, the school board approved it. It used to be not allowed. The school board changed that rule, and then the administration shut it down. Because it was a girl who wanted to go to MSU and play hockey. And said, no.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Vermont Division I State Championship football game on the NFHS Network. I'm Carlton Laird, along with Brian Goyd. Our producer this evening is Nick Fish, and on the camera is Gavin Owens. Number one against number two, that's the third time that's happened today. The number one team won the first two games. Woodstock beat Pulteney 28-21. Number one Burton beat Fairhaven 63-14, and now number one Mount Mansfield against number two Rutland. Both teams are 8-2. In the previous two games, the opponents had met during the regular season. Number one had won them both. These two teams have not played each other as of yet. Mount Mansfield got here by beating Colchester 40-19 and Middlebury 38-8. Rutland beat South Burlington 34-14, and then took out St. J last week 48-23. We're expecting a matchup between two heavyweight rushers. Dakota Peters for Rutland, 1,563 yards on the ground, and Jarek Hackney, 1,514 yards on the ground for the Cougars. So this is D1, and we expect it to be a heavyweight battle.
Absolutely. Mount Mansfield, first appearance in a championship game in football.
Line drive fielded at the 16-yard line, across the 25, now cutting it up the middle to the 35, to the 40, and out to the 44-yard line.
Lucas Hubbard, number 20.
And the Raiders will have it there. Mount Mansfield won the toss and deferred to the second half, so Rutland took the football. And the Raiders will go on offense.
Great field position to start the game for Rutland at the 43-yard line.
Ryan Moore is their quarterback. He took over last year after an injury to the starter, and he's had a big year offensively. Throws the ball really well, and there's a keeper right up the middle. And Moore will have about 5 yards to start things off. As Peters went in motion, he faked it to him and kept it himself. They'll mark it at the 48, second down and 5.
Great fake on that by the quarterback. Everyone on that was wearing blue expected Peters to get the ball on that carry. Quarterback up the middle.
And this is Peters now. Big hole up the middle. Takes it down to the 30, 25, 20. Dakota Peters all the way to the house. 52 yards on the second play from scrimmage, and the Raiders are on top.
Just like that. Incredible play up the middle, untouched. Nobody near him. Great big hole. You could drive a Mack truck through. Outstanding run. Peters up the middle. First touch, touchdown, Peters.
And now Noah Crosman to attempt the extra point. Snaps high, but it's down, and he kicks it through on a line drive. And the Raiders are ahead 7-0, 40 seconds into this game.
Unbelievable. Just right down the middle. You just don't see that. That hole was huge, and no one touched him. And once he got out into the open field, he was gone.
Yeah, there was no catching him, that's for sure. That was an impressive run, and you know, we sort of look psychic, not to be confused with psycho, when you talk about how important these running backs are going to be. Peters obviously just proved his importance to the Raiders, and now it's going to be up to Hackney to try to answer the bell for the Cougars.
I've seen Hackney run quite a bit, and he is an outstanding back as well. So if we're trading punch for punch with these two backs, it's going to be a very entertaining night.
It is. We're going to see how well Mount Mansfield handles these first championship jitters. They're a fairly new football program who's made tremendous strides in a short period of time to get to this point. The Raiders have won 17 over their history. That's the most in Vermont, actually. But they're looking for their first one in 3 or 4 years, I believe.
And I got to believe the Mount Mansfield uniforms, the blue and the powder, the dark blue and the powder blue, have to be right up there as some of the best uniforms I've seen in the state of Vermont.
Except if you're broadcasting, because you can't really see the numbers at night. Other than that, they are sharp.
Beautiful
give you
uniforms.
That. Crosman to kick it away. It's high, and it's fielded. No, bobbled at the 8-yard line, down to the 5, picked up there. Looking to the outside and down to about the 12-yard line.
And
I believe that was Silas Diamond.
And again, that's a very difficult thing to do when you come out here and play under the lights. If you're not used to playing under the lights, is picking the ball a high. And many kids in the state of Vermont cannot kick the ball high and deep. They just can't do it. So that must have affected the receiver that time.
Yeah, Crosman has a pretty good foot on him. Of course, the Raiders play all their home games at night. There's a give off the right side. Hackney turning the corner, skips over the 20, fumbles the ball, but it goes out of bounds. And they're going to mark it at the 26-yard line, but that'll be enough for a first down. The Raiders have the luxury, not only are they playing on their home field, but they've been able to practice all week under the lights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hackney is an unbelievable running back. He'll get a lot of touches here early. And he looks like he's lost some weight since last year.
Well, he's clearly not as big as Peters, but he's got some really good moves. And here he is again, right side. He's got some running room, and he's tackled by Willie Goulet after a gain of about 6 or 7.
Yep, he is. You can tell right away these two running backs are going to be very entertaining tonight.
Asa Carlson is the quarterback.
Left-hander.
Hackney behind him. Now motion to the near side. And Hackney gets it again. Off the right side, he's got running room down the sideline, and he's driven out of bounds. Oh, there's a penalty flag. I'm not sure that was a deserved penalty, but that's going to go against Jacob Lorman.
Absolutely.
I mean, he hit him in bounds.
He appeared to be in bounds. I don't know. I think they might waive this off. I really do. He was definitely in bounds, and he fell hard out of bounds before the whistle blew. So I think they might just waive this penalty off.
Well, I think not. Oh, contact to the head is what they're saying. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Move it down to the 35-yard line.
Ooh. That's I wish we had replay to see that over again, because I did not see that. I just saw a good hit.
So the Cougars have it 1st and 10 at the Rutland 35-yard line.
And Hackney has handled the ball 3 times on all 3 plays. Trips to the left side for Asa Carlson.
Hackney in motion, it pitches to him. He's got blockers out in front, cuts it inside the 30, down to the 25, to the 20, and inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Another first down for Mount Mansfield.
That guy gets into the opening, and he is gone as well. What great breakaway speed there. The quickness, the acceleration from one point to the other is incredible with this kid.
First down and 10.
Hackney touched the ball every play so far.
And there's a whistle, and that might be a false start. Yes, it is. False start against the Cougars will push them back 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15.
And again, as you mentioned earlier, how are the Cougars, who have never been here before, going to react to the state championship game under the lights down in hostile territory?
So far, so good. The Raiders are going to have to find an answer for Hackney, I think, just like the Cougars are for Peters. Hackney now comes in motion this side, and keeper by Carlson up the middle. And he takes it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the ball's loose. The Raiders say they have it. Let's see.
Referee is not giving an indication that it was a fumble.
No, they're not. Well, they are talking.
Down by contact first because the ball came back a little bit.
Don't know. They mark it at the 9 at any rate. It'll be second down and about 5. Carlson gives it to Hackney, left side, bulls his way to the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown.
Wow. Just like that, Mount Mansfield answers, and it's 7-6 with 9:42 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been Peters and Hackney as advertised, both of them touching the football and scoring. Hackney getting the ball 5 times on this one drive. Peters, it only took him 1 carry to score his touchdown.
Snap to the near side, looking to try to get the 2-point conversion. It's not going to work as Hackney gets pushed out of bounds at the 2. The center turns sideways and snaps it directly to him. It's kind of a funky play. Obviously, it's perfectly legal.
Yeah, well
but the Raiders
scouted.
were ready for it.
Well scouted by the Raiders, knowing that in a situation like that, you're probably going to get the ball to your best back, which is Hackney. And they knew exactly where the ball was going, and they had enough personnel over there to make the play.
1 possession each, 7-6, Rutland on top. And we'll be right back to Alumni Field after this.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Both teams have had the ball once. Both teams have a touchdown. The difference is the extra point of Noah Crossman. Raiders up 7-6. This ball kicked low and a big hop, bounces around, now scooped up at the 28 and across the 30 to the 35-yard line.
Patrick Burke, number 54, one of the captains, with an enormous hit there on the kickoff. Great tackle by Patrick Burke.
So the Raiders have the ball on the 35-yard line, first down and 10. Took them two plays to go 57 yards on their first possession. Dakota Peters taking it the final 52 after Ryan Moore, the quarterback, picked up 5 on first down. Hubbard goes wide to the right. Malik Hendrickson wide to the left. And keeper by Moore across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Rutland runs that read option a lot. Makes it really difficult to pick up for the defense.
Up the middle with that read option is incredibly difficult for a defending team, especially linebackers, to see where the ball is.
Second down and 4. Here comes Peters to the outside. He's got the first down out to the 40. Well, they're marking him short at the 44. It looked like he got almost to the 45. So he was wrestled to the ground.
That kid is a load. My goodness, he puts a pounding on the defenders.
Third down and a yard now for the Raiders, who go quickly here. And they give it to Peters. He's got the first down and more across midfield. Keeps churning and he's taken down at the 42-yard line. First on for Rutland.
Wow. Incredibly exciting running backs we're seeing here tonight. This is just amazing.
First down and 10 at the 42-yard line. Motion to the near side, fake to Lorman, given to Peters. Stays on his feet, keeps on driving, and gets it down to the 37. Pick up 5 yards.
Low to the ground, great spin move. Picks up an extra 2 yards on that last effort, that second and third effort that we talk about.
Here's the read again. Peters this time taken in the backfield on a good defensive play there.
Patrick Burke again, the team's captain, middle linebacker.
Third down and 5. Quick toss out into the flats for Hendrickson. It's complete, and he's not going to get any yardage, hardly at all. Taken down at the 37.
Harrison Limbrunel Nicholson, who last year shared the quarterback duties with Asa Carlson. It was like every other series they traded off at quarterback, but it appears now that Asa Carlson is the number 1 quarterback.
4th and 5, and the Raiders line up to punt.
4 down territory here.
No, they're kicking it away. Crosman end over end. And they let it go. Will it get into the end zone? It does.
Touchback. Yep.
So the Cougars will get their second possession from their own 20. 7:02 to go in the first period. Rutland up 7-6.
Field position very key early on here, obviously. And Rutland decided to kick the ball and punt the ball anyway here in 4 down territory. So strategy is a little bit different in this game.
Carlson in the backfield by himself will keep it. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and gets it out to about the 28-yard line.
Great gain. Now, you've seen Rutland play several times this year?
No, I haven't. I've only seen them once.
Okay.
Second down and a long yard. Toss to Hackney near side, and he's taken out of bounds, but he'll have the first down at the 32. First and 10. Motion. Carlson now throws it out to the left side. It's complete. And that's going to go nowhere. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Jacob Lorman with an outstanding open field tackle over there.
I think that pass was to number 22, Silas Diamond. Again, these Mount Mansfield uniform numbers are very difficult to read at night. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Hackney straight ahead, and he'll get a couple.
Tripped up a little bit. I think he tripped himself up that time.
We'll bring up 3rd and long now for the Cougars. Their first 3rd and long. Need to get a little over 8 yards.
Coach Marty Richards calling in the play.
Hackney left side. He's got running room and he's fumbles the ball, and I think the Raiders have it.
Yes, they do.
Coming up with the ball is one of the white shirts, and the first turnover of the game goes to Rutland. And you just can't.
He had the first down, wanted a little bit more, got a little greedy, and coughed up the football.
You just can't talk about how important turnovers are in games of this magnitude. Now we'll see if Rutland can take advantage. Ryan Moore calls it, then looks to the sideline to see if he gets a different play.
Illegal formation right here for Rutland, but they didn't call it.
No, it wasn't. They had 2 guys back, but they still had 7 guys on the line.
So I thought I saw both.
Both guys on this side were off the line, you're right, but they still had 7 guys on the line. Anyhow, Moore's pass is off the mark. They run some odd formations. 2nd down and 10. Moore walks up and throws it, and it's batted down.
Ooh, that was an odd-looking throw and play.
I think David Seymour got a hand on that one. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Raiders.
This would be a big play right here if Mount Mansfield can hold because of the turnover. They wouldn't lose much if they can hold Rutland to punt the ball here.
Moore to throw, fires it, and it's knocked down, almost picked off. Intended for Lorman, and back there was Seymour to make the play, so the Raiders will have to kick it away again.
That was David Seymour with the almost pick 6. So Mount Mansfield dodging a bullet here, perhaps, with the fumble by Hackney.
Crossman on to punt. It's a good snap. And he gets it away. It's high, and they're going to let it bounce. And it's going to be a good punt for the Raiders as it rolls inside the 10, down at the 9.
Got to catch that ball.
Yeah,
You've got to catch that ball.
Opportunity to fair catch that. You talked about Mount Mansfield coach Marty Richards. Well, one of his assistants, Norm Lozier, is a Rutland High School graduate.
That's funny. If we have a little bit of time, I'll tell a funny story about my dealings with Marty Richards a couple of years ago. It's a pretty funny.
1st down and 10 at the 9-yard line for the Cougars. The Raiders have had the better of the field position so far. Here comes motion to the near side, and Carlson on the keeper. Wrestled to the ground by Griffin Plant after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. Second down and 5. Pitch to Hackney on the near side, and he's pushed out of bounds after he crosses the 15 to the 16-yard line. We'll bring up third down and a couple. Oh, the Raiders jump.
That'll give him a first down. Nice hard count that time by Asa Carlson to draw the offsides.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Good discipline by the Mount Mansfield team to stay onside. When the quarterback yells the signal quickly to stay onside and draw the other team offside.
Hackney hit at the line of scrimmage, and he gets away from one man, but not the second, as Hubbard comes up to make the tackle.
Very nice tackle. And I don't know, I think Hackney is banged up. He's coming out of the game right now. I think he's feeling a little bit out of sorts.
Replaced by Silas Diamond behind Carlson. And this is Diamond off the left side. He's got some running room across the 30, and I think he's got a first down at the 34-yard line. In fact, he does. So they'll miss Hackney there, but certainly would miss him if he's unable to return.
Might have a stinger there on the sideline. I'm looking down at him.
First down and 10 from the 34. Carlson rolls to his left, wants to throw, dumps it down the field,
Nice
complete at the 48-yard line.
Harrison Lombruno Nicholson with the catch.
They mark it at the 47. And they give off the left side. Good running room and another first down.
That's number
for the
20.
Cougars. And who is number 20?
Is it 20 or 28? Is it Dylan Davis is who it is?
Oh, it's 28. See how hard they are to read?
Dylan Davis. Looked like a zero.
Yeah, it did.
Great run by Dylan Davis. Looks like, is that Hackney back
Hackney
in?
is back in the game.
Good sign for Mount Mansfield.
First down and 10. Carlson rolls to his right, still with it, under pressure. Throws it up for grabs, out of bounds.
Oh!
And Hubbard gives Bruno Nicholson a little bit of a shove. That was probably unnecessary.
Little business there at the end of that play. And the referee again in the championship game just kind of kept the hanky in his pocket.
Well, Hubbard just let him know he was there, I guess. Second down and 10 now. Hackney.
Oh, boy.
Big hole, left side, inside the 20, still on his feet down to the 16-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Cougars, trailing 7-6 here. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
He is explosive. He hits the hole. If he has an opening, he is gone. He just takes off.
Now he goes in motion to the right side, and Carlson keeps it. He's got running room, cuts it up the middle, and he's inside the 5-yard line, down to about the 2, where it'll be first and goal for Mount Mansfield. That is certainly a dual threat, those two.
Well, Mount Mansfield is playing as if they've been here before. They really are. Any cause for concern as far as being here, just not there.
Hackney drives
He's
for
in.
the goal line. I don't think so. Just shy, but it'll be second down and about a foot.
1:50 left to go in this first quarter.
Carlson gets to Hackney again. He's hit in the backfield, and he did not get in
Nope.
this time either.
Nice blitz that time by Rutland and hit immediately by Lucas Hubbard again.
He might have lost half a yard.
This drive for Mount Mansfield started at the 10-yard line.
Third down and goal. The ball's on the 2, so yeah, he lost about a yard and a half.
Trips to the left side for Carlson.
And a pitch that way. See if the Raiders have it red.
Flags.
They do, and there's flags. I think there's I think I saw a block below the waist, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
You're only in high school football. You're only allowed to block below the waist if you're one of the linemen. You're in a stance, and it happens right at the snap.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time you're allowed to cut. We'll see what the signal is. Well, they're calling holding. Well, the Raiders, even though they stopped them, I'm sure they'll move them back.
Absolutely. A redo of third down.
I don't know if Mount Mansfield has kicked many field goals this year, or if they kick at all, for that matter, because they certainly didn't on the first try.
Well, Rutland has blitzed down here quite a bit, so this might be a great time for a little screen.
Going to put the ball back on the 12-yard line. It'll be third down and goal from there.
Or they could toss it up into the end zone. The number 11 over here. He's got a distinctive size advantage.
Motion coming to the near side. Double
Reverse.
Ball's on the ground. The Raiders have it. The Cougars have put the ball on the turf twice, and the Raiders have come up, well, 3 times. One time it went out of bounds. The Raiders recovered the other 2. So a very promising drive for Mount Mansfield ends with another fumble.
I absolutely hated the call. Too many handoffs down here. You knew that Rutland was going to blitz. Just too many things could go wrong with that play.
I don't think that play was going to work, even had he not dropped the ball, because Rutland had Joe Anderson was right in the backfield.
Absolutely. Just too many people touching the football in that situation. It just...
First and 10 for the Raiders, send trips out to the left. Now motion by Lorman, and they give up the middle to Peters. And he gets it out to the 20-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
Gain of about 5.
It was an 80-yard drive for Mount Mansfield. Took up a lot of time on the clock. 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
2nd and 5. This could be the last play of the quarter, especially if it's a run, and it is. Peters, big hole up the middle. First down across the 30, out to the 32-yard line. They'll stop the clock while they move the change. Then they'll start it back up, and that will put an end to this first quarter that's been very entertaining.
That last possession by Mount Mansfield, they went with a quick snap here. Peters gets nailed in the backfield.
Stays on his feet and manages to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will end the first period. 7-6, Rutland on top. Division I Vermont State Football High School Championship here on the NFHS Network. We'll be back to Alumni Field in Rutland right after this.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, just about ready to get the second quarter underway. Third game of the day here from Alumni Field. First one, Division III state championship. Woodstock beat Pulteney 28-21. In the Division II game, it was Burton beating Fairhaven 63-14. Well, Peters managed to get a yard on that last play, so now it's 2nd down and 9. Moore wants to throw, fires it over for Lorman makes a move to make one guy miss and spins it out to the 39-yard line. And the Raiders will have about 3rd down and 3.
2 turnovers by Mount Mansfield. The first one was not costly for them. We'll see how this one turns out.
Oh, and Moore on the keeper, and he's going to – no, he throws it to Hubbard. And
he was in the possession. I think they're going to call a sack.
Wow. Okay.
They blew the whistle so that he didn't get hurt, and he threw the ball while he was still upright. So I think the whistle blew and the play was dead.
So it's 4th down now, and Crosman on to punt. So it hadn't cost them from one perspective, but they had promising drives going.
Right.
Both times they fumbled the ball. So who knows? It may have cost them a couple touchdowns. That one's
off
shanked.
The side of the foot.
And the Raiders will down it.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We'll see how that missed opportunity down on the goal line,
that one particularly,
how that's going to cost Mount Mansfield as the game progresses here. But right now, you know, it's close. It's 7-6. Mount Mansfield still has good field position here.
Hackney's fumble came after he crossed midfield too, and it would have been a first down. So you just never know what might have happened. The last fumble, it would have been 4th down and goal from probably the 10 or 12, but still.
The holding penalty.
An opportunity, exactly. Carlson tosses it to Hackney, and the Raiders meet him after about 2 yards. Both teams have just got to be able to make adjustments. Hackney has pretty much run wild. The last couple of series, the Raiders had done a little better job of containing him, but then Carlson has had an answer because he's faked it and kept the ball himself, and he's gained good yardage. So it's kind of hard to have a defense that'll stop everything. 2nd down and 8. Carlson to throw out into the flat, nowhere near the intended receiver, Corey Peoples. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Trips formation again to the left side of Carlson. Again, he is a left-handed thrower.
And he's going to keep it himself. Tries to turn it the outside. The Raiders grab him, but it's a face mask. It was clearly a face mask, and that's going to be a 15-yarder. Wow. That is very costly for Rutland.
It was a stiff arm by Carlson, and the only opportunity that the defender had to do was to go with the face mask. I didn't think he expected the stiff arm in his head, in his chest.
That keeps the drive alive.
That's a huge, huge play right there.
Yep, the Raiders had a stop.
And that's of the 15-yard.
Yep, that's a personal foul. So 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line early in the 2nd quarter. Hackney straight ahead, gets to the outside, breaks a tackle, down to the 30, 25, turned it back inside and taken down at the 22-yard line. Lucas Hubbard had a shot at him near the line of scrimmage and could not hold on. Hackney is elusive.
You get your hands on Hackney, you better hold on because he'll break it and take off. Just an explosive runner.
1st down and 10 from the 22. Carlson rolls to his left, looking, throws it out into the flats, diving catch.
That's number 88 that time.
Jacob Putzier.
Jacoby Putzier.
Oh, Jacoby, sorry. Oh, yeah, so it is. And that's about a 2-yard gain, though, because he had to dive to make the catch. Had he been able to stay on his feet, he might have turned it into something bigger. 2nd down and 8. Hackney left
Great
side, gets a
cutback.
block, cuts it into 5, goes for the corner, he's in for the touchdown.
Wow, despite 2 costly turnovers by Mount Mansfield, 2 fumbles lost, they find themselves with an opportunity to go up 13-7 here, which is absolutely remarkable because turnovers cost you games. But a nice little turnaround here by Mount Mansfield. They possessed the football quite a bit in this first half.
And again, a quick toss to the near side, and that doesn't fool anybody.
Uh-oh, still going?
No, they ruled him down the same as they did
Right.
Moore.
There's
Bryce
a flag.
DiNardo.
There's a flag down.
Bryce DiNardo got the toss from the center.
I really don't like that play at all.
Well, you know, I think it's the kind of thing that works.
Early in the season, but if you've scouted this,
Oh, they're calling that a false start. That means they get to do it again. Yeah, I mean, it's a trick play when you've never seen it. It works, but if you do it all the time, I think teams can defend it. So a break there for Mount Mansfield. Because it was a false start, it was a dead ball, so the play did not count. And they'll move it back to the 8-yard line, and they'll get another crack at it. And this time I think they're just going to go out of a regular formation. See if Carlson wants to put it in the air.
I'm sure he'll put it in the end zone at this point.
Sends Hackney in motion. Drops straight back. Looks.
Wide open on the
Hackney is
right side.
Wide open. Carlson's going to keep it. Run for the corner. And he throws it over the intended receiver. He had Hackney wide open in the right side of the end zone.
You
Oh,
saw
my
that at the
goodness.
same time I did.
Yep. So it's 12-7 now. Mount Mansfield is on top. And we will be back here to Rutland in just a minute.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Twelve to 7, Mount Mansfield on top.
Jared Hackney having quite an afternoon so far today. He scored a couple of touchdowns. Extra points both missed by Mount Mansfield. We'll see how that costs them as the game progresses.
Kick is low and on the ground. It's picked up by Hubbard at the 21, across the 30, up the middle, and he gets it out across the 40 to the 41.
Great field position for Rutland.
Noah Crosman ran one back last week for a touchdown against St. Johnsbury right after the Hilltoppers had scored. Very similar to what happened in the Poultney game. Poultney scored to make it 21-7, and Woodstock returned the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
And that was the deal breaker.
Ended up being the winning touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 41, 9 minutes to go in the first half. Moore on the keeper. Swerves across the 45 and across midfield. I think he's got the first down. Well, no, now they're backing it up to the 50, okay? So it'll be 2nd down and about a yard.
Contained Peters well since the first touchdown. See if he can
Here
regain.
he is now, trying the left edge. He's got the first down and puts his head down and gets it to the 43. That'll be enough to move the chains.
Not only does he have an inside game, powerful runner, he can run to the outside.
Here he is again, left side with some running room. Nice open field tackle over there. As the defender, his number I can't see, I think it's
24.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's DiNardo. Stayed really low on Peters, who gets the ball again, bounces off one tackle, gets it to the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 now for Rutland. The Raiders are looking to answer.
Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. Mount Mansfield with a 12-7 lead.
Raiders operating quickly. Peters left side, cuts it back in. He's got the first down to the 30.
Great cut back that time to get the first down.
That's something you only see from veteran running backs, and it's certainly the same thing Hackney does. You know, a lot of those kids will take the outside. They said, oh, it's a sweep, and they'll try to take it all the way outside when there's nothing there. He cuts it back inside and gets the first down. Lorman in motion now, and we got a timeout by the Raiders. 7:37 remaining here in the first half. It is 12-7 Mount Mansfield over Rutland. Raiders are on the move, and we'll be back to Alumni Field after this. Ball first down and 10 at the Mount Mansfield 30. After the timeout, Ryan Moore takes the snap, now stands up and throws, complete out in the flats, and that'll be a gain of about 6 yards or so over there for Hendrickson.
Little jump pass that he has. It's the second time I've seen that. The first time I thought it was a broken play, but it's obviously in the arsenal, a little quick jump pass.
Well, it's the read option, and he fakes like he's going to run. Now he does it again. This time throws it, airmails it over the top of Hubbard. He fakes like he's going to run and then just jumps and dumps it off. 3rd down and about 4 now for the Raiders.
Well, everybody in the ballpark knows right now who's getting the ball, number 33. Let's see if...
And there he is, and he's got the first down. He's still on his feet as he bulls his way down to about this 18-yard line. And that's enough for a first down for Rutland.
What I've noticed about Peters is he's a punishing running back. And what I mean by that is he hits you before you hit him. And it's incredible.
Here he goes again, trying the left edge, and he drives down inside, well, pushed out at the 11, it looks like.
And that's what happens throughout the course of a game. The opposite team does not want to tackle him after a while because he's going to hit you, and you don't want to be hit.
That's what happened last week against St. Johnsbury. He had 340 yards. Moore on a keeper gets it close to the first down. Maybe just about a yard short.
But that's the beauty of being a punishing running back. Nobody wants to tackle. No, it gets into your head.
It does.
You don't want to tackle this guy.
3rd and short. And here's Peters. Spins it to the outside. Dives for the goal line. He's in. 9-yard run for Dakota Peters. And the Raiders are back on top.
We have got ourselves an entertaining ball game. 6:30 to go in the first half. It is 13-12. Rutland retakes the lead. I'd go for 2 here, actually, but
I don't think they're worried about Mount Mansfield kicking. And Crosman has been pretty close to automatic. There's a flag.
I think Mount Mansfield was offside.
They were. Be interesting to see. Rutland may decline the yardage. I mean, Crosman has 40-yard plus field goal range. Well, they are going to take the yardage. They're not required to.
But wouldn't you go for 2 points here? You're up by 1 point.
Well, I think, if you were worried about the other team kicking a field
But
goal,
I'm just saying,
I
you're
would.
close. You're halfway to the goal line here from where you were.
True.
Might as well go for 2 here.
Another good snap, and the kick is also through. So 14-12 now, Rutland on top. 6:30 to play in this first half of the Division I Vermont High School Championship game on the NFHS Network, and we'll be back. Field drives and scores. The Raiders come right back and answer. The difference in this game is a pair of missed conversions, as Rutland has made 2 and Mount Mansfield is 0 for 2. It is 14-12. Noah Crosman will kick it away.
And Peters and Hackney are as advertised. They are explosive runners that are putting on a big-time show here in Rutland tonight.
Crosman has a pretty big leg. He's kicked the ball in the end zone a number of times. He drives this one all the way back to the 6-yard line. Looking for room up the middle and out to about the 24, and then swarmed under from there.
The wall was
Silas Diamond.
Yep, the wall was in the middle that time, and took it right up the middle and kind of stalled. Good push that time by Rutland.
So the Raiders, had a stop on the last drive, but a face masking penalty kept it alive, and it turned into a Mount Mansfield touchdown. The Raiders came back to answer. Now it is the Cougars' turn. Motion to the near side. Carlson gives it to Hackney up the middle, and he gets it out to the 30 and a little bit over. Gain of almost 6.
And he's slow getting up again.
Well, you talk about Peters punishing people. The Raiders have also been punishing Hackney when they've had the shot at him, and he's limping off.
Very noticeably.
Of course, Diamond came in the last time and did a great job as well, too, but they can ill afford to lose him, I think. But they're going to take him to the bench and
tape up that leg, probably.
Yeah. Toss to the right side for Diamond. He's trying to turn the corner, and he's ridden out of bounds over there.
He's got some speed.
Like Kyle Del Bianco. And we'll bring up a third down and about 4.
$5:50 left to go in the first half. Great big hole. First down.
And a good fake there. For a second, Carlson had the ball, but he didn't. That was Diamond. And he bulls ahead for the first down. We mark at the 38-yard line. 5:40 to play here in the half. 2 wide either side for Carlson with Silas Diamond in the backfield. Now motion. And Diamond, big hole up the middle, and he's got a first down out at the 49-yard line. So
they've had a lot of success, Mount Mansfield, running the ball up the gut, right up the middle.
So with Jarek Hackney on the sideline, the Cougars have not missed a beat yet.
They have a very, very good all-around football team. Hackney is a great running back, as is Peters.
Oh, Diamond comes in motion on the near side. Carlson on the keeper. Oh, good open field tackle. Gets his feet cut out from underneath him.
33.
By Dakota Peters.
Great tackle. Carlson was headed to the right side for some big gains.
Instead, he gets about 2. Toss to Diamond, cuts it inside, and he's wrapped up there by big number 69, Matt Creed.
Number 8, Willie Goulet. The initial hit to slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, Creed is a big boy, and he finished him off. 3rd down and about 6 now. He gives straight ahead. No, Carlson keeps it. Again, fooled me. And he's going to have the 1st down.
And more.
To the 31-yard line.
Wow. For all you potential young quarterbacks out there, I'm going to say it. One good fake is worth at least 2 good blocks. And Asa Carlson just proved that right there.
1st and 10 from the 31. Give to Diamond. Finds running room. Turns it to the 20. Down inside the 10 and down to the 9 where Hubbard makes the stop. I'm going to mark it right at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal.
The mark of a good football team is when your star player goes out and you continue to perform. And that's exactly what Mansfield is doing right now without Hackney in the lineup.
1st and goal from the 10. Diamond left side, running room, touchdown!
Wow. Not missing a beat is Diamond coming in for Hackney. Just like Hackney was in there. Diamond comes in, steps it up, takes the charge, and delivers a touchdown. Great job by Diamond coming in. (18-14). Mount Mansfield back on top.
That's a good year. Now they're going to stay in a regular offensive formation. And a give to Diamond, and he's just buried. Buried is right by number 52. And that is Garrett Davin. So it stays at 18-14. With 3:28 to go here in the 2nd quarter, and we'll be back right after this timeout. Hubbard and Crosman are deep for the Raiders. Mason Combs to kick it away. I think that's 80. Yes.
28 is actually Dylan Davis.
Huh. Is that who's kicking? No.
That's the running back, wasn't it?
Oh, was it Davis?
It was Dylan Davis that has come in.
See how hard it is to read those numbers? There's a low line drive picked up at the 31-yard line, and maybe
Patrick
2 or 3
Burkle
yards.
there, but the flag has come down late.
Ethan Course picked up the ball.
Wondering if this is a face mask.
It could well be. Yes, it is a personal foul. Face mask. That's a 15-yarder. That'll put the ball out your midfield for the Raiders with 3:23 to go. So you think that was Davis the whole time, do you?
I've seen Davis run before, and he is outstanding.
Well, then.
I thought Silas Diamond was a little thinner than that.
We'll try to figure it out next time they get the ball if Hackney's not in. As I said, the uniforms are sharp, but they're not media friendly.
Apologies to the parents and grandparents of these kids if we're getting it wrong.
Peters left side flag come in late from the line judge. I don't know what that was, unless the motion man turned upfield too soon.
Special shout out to the Burke family, who I'm sure is watching this game down in Brooklyn, New York.
See, but that's twice the officials have let the play go when it should have been killed, because that was a dead ball false start. So that play should be killed as soon as it happens. You should not let the play go. So it's a 5-yard penalty. It's 1st and 15. Moore, nothing there.
Nothing. Great gang tackle that time by Mount Mansfield.
He's going to give himself a yard, but that's it.
.255 left to go in this first half. Mount Mansfield with an 18-14 lead.
Hackney is still down on the bench being attended to. Moore to throw, complete into the flats, or did it get dropped? It did. Pass intended for Malik Hendrickson. They'll bring up 3rd down and 14 now for the Raiders.
Much more balanced offense than I expected in Rutland. I thought we'd see Peters a lot more.
Moore again to throw under pressure. Wide open, but unable to hold on to it again is Hendrickson. That's 2 passes in a row that were right on the money from Moore. And Hendrickson did not catch either one, and the Raiders will have to punt.
Wow. 2:35 to go here. Hackney, I think, has his helmet on now.
Well, he's had it on the whole time, actually. Snap to Crosman. High punt. Fielded at the 18. And
he was not sure of that, was he?
No, and he didn't really fair catch it, did he?
Well, he went to one knee as soon as he caught it. So we're going to try to take a look at the running back. It looks like 28.
I think you're right.
I think it's Dylan Davis.
I think you're right. So many apologies, folks.
Apologies to the family of Dylan Davis.
So he's been outstanding.
Glad we caught it in the first half, though.
Well, me too. Motion, and
I think
offside to Davis. There's no flag. Davis didn't get much. If
the Rutland player jumped.
Must not have entered
the
neutral
zone.
Jumped
straight up.
Yeah. So a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. This is a big series right here for Mount Mansfield if they can punch something in before the half. As you talked about during the break, they've left 6 points off the board on the 2-point conversions, being 0 for 3.
Trips
Motion
now to the
again.
right.
Now Carlson looks to throw, steps up, scrambles to his right, under pressure, dumps it off, and it's complete for a 1st down.
Out of bounds, 1st down.
Harrison, Liam Bruno Nicholson.
That combination has worked quite well tonight. That's about their 3rd hookup.
Carlson used his feet to keep that alive.
Again, they alternated at quarterback a couple of years ago, back and forth on every possession.
1st and 10 from the 31. Carlson again to throw, pump fakes, now scrambles to his right, under pressure, throws it up for grabs.
Wide open.
And wide open again. And spinning close to the 1st down is Harrison Liam Bruno Nicholson. The Raiders, somehow that was a blown coverage because nobody was within 10 yards of him.
Great catch.
And it's another 1st down at the 42. This one's in bounds, however.
1:31 left to go in the half.
And Mount Mansfield will take a timeout. So 18-14, Mount Mansfield on top. with a minute and a half to go until intermission. And we'll be back to Alumni Field after this.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Well, Mansfield used its first time out. We'll have a 1st and 10 at the 42.
Jared Hackney is standing on the sidelines now. He was attended by the training staff of Mount Mansfield for a while. He appears like he is ready.
1st and 10. Carlson rolls to his right, throws it out in the flats, and incomplete, out of bounds. The pass was intended for Corey Peoples. Well, Hackney's a senior, so you can be sure he wants in if he's able.
Well, you can tell he wants to get in there because he's right behind the coach.
I'm here if you need me.
He's just saying, come on, I'm ready.
2nd down and 10. Carlson rolls to his right. Deep, throws off his back foot, out of bounds.
Flag down. 2 flags down.
Probably some holding there. Looks like Noah Crosman may have been held.
Holding.
That's the case. It would be either 3rd and 10, but that's 6 or 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So if they take it, it'll be 2nd down and about 26. So I suspect that they'd rather have that than 3rd and 10.
Well, again here, if the ball is punted on 4th down, it's a long ways to go here. It's 2nd down and what, about 17, 18?
They're going to go 10 back from there. So it's going to be about 27. The hold was 6 or 7 yards in the backfield. That's why I'm saying it would have been 3rd and 10.
I'm just saying this is going to turn things around a bit here. Rutland can be very aggressive here, put some pressure on the quarterback, and maybe get the ball back with good field position with under a minute to go.
They're going to have to use their timeouts, though, as it's
exactly
2nd down. And the give is to Davis. He fumbles the football. And
that's Hackney.
Oh, that is Hackney. You're right.
That's his 2nd fumble.
But they got it back at the 20. See if Rutland uses a timeout. They have not so far. Now I think they do.
Yeah, it's a good timeout. They're going to get the ball back with great field position here.
1:01 to go.
Put Peters back there. Let him handle the football. You go ahead at the half. I'm thinking ahead.
You are.
I'm that quarterback guy.
I don't know if, Hackney, like you said, he seems a little off. But that's the 2nd time he's fumbled the football. Mm-hmm. And they were fortunate, very fortunate they got that back. They were ready to had it at the 20.
They dodged a bullet the first time when he lost the ball.
So it'll be 3rd down and, to Pittsford. They've got to get to the 47-yard line of Rutland, which is 33 yards away.
And he is back in the ball game. He's still in there.
Well, I would suspect Mount Mansfield would want to keep the ball on the ground and force Rutland to use another timeout.
1 minute. But again, 3rd down here.
Carlson will keep it himself and go nowhere.
Nope.
He'll get a couple, and the Raiders will use their 2nd timeout.
They will have a great opportunity here with great field position.
So it'll be 4th and a mile.
So an interesting call here for Rutland. Do you go after the block on this, or do you set up a nice run back with your receiver?
I don't think they go to block. It's risky. The last thing you want to do is rough the punter. And the thing is, they're going to get the ball somewhere near midfield probably. So
if not better.
Yeah. And they've got some pretty explosive return guys as well. So,
well, heading back is number 20. And what I like about what he's done so far today is when he catches the ball on the kickoff return, he takes off. He immediately runs with the football. He doesn't look, he just takes off.
Matthew Wixon is the punter.
He's back at the 45-yard line.
That's Lucas Hubbard. Good snap. Left foot and over end. Hubbard gives it a chase and picks it up at the 44, gets it to the 50, and runs out of bounds at the 45-yard line, 46-yard line of Mount Mansfield. So the Raiders have 4 seconds and 1 timeout to try to at least get into field goal range.
As their kicker has a nice leg.
And they've got to get the ball
to the 20 maybe?
Yeah, to the 20, between the 20 and the 25 to give him a shot.
And with Peters, he can just break one at any time. So I think I'd try to let the big horse take the ball right here.
Yeah, with lack of timeouts, though, it's going to be tough. Moore to throw. Fires, and it's complete, but it's short of the first down. That's going to keep the clock going. And it's caught by Hubbard.
No timeouts. They don't know where the football is.
They have 1 left.
He's got a
Moore clocks it. 26 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd down and a yard.
I think he still has to give the ball to number 33, get the ball into his hands somehow, and let him take it to the end zone, into the house.
Well, Mansfield calls a timeout. On 3rd and 1, it would not be a bad play to give him the ball, because if he gets the first down, it'll stop the clock
anyway.
But it is a little risky, on a 1st and 10 situation. Granted.
But the receivers have been dropping the football. So percentage-wise, why not? Give it to the guy that brung here. And there's no doubt, looking at this Rutland team, that he is the reason why they are here.
3rd down and a yard now for the Raiders. Moore will throw toward the sideline. It's caught by Hubbard. He goes out of bounds at the 30 and stops the clock with 21 and a half seconds to go.
That's a great catch. Ball was thrown perfectly.
Yep.
Exactly what they needed to do. Move it down in distance markers and stop the clock. 20 seconds to go. First half.
Oh, snap, but Moore comes up with
He's wide open.
Going for the end zone all alone. Hubbard, touchdown! With 15.5 seconds to go. 0.7 seconds to go, rather.
Blown coverage on the play. The defender basically came up too quickly, and Hubbard was able to run right by him. Not even close. Wide open.
Now Crosby to make it a 3-point lead. High snap. They get the ball down. It's blocked. So it is 20-18 with 15.7 seconds to go. That was a 30-yard touchdown pass.
Absolutely. Put the ball where he needed to put the ball to get first down and then go after the touchdown on the next play. Because that play was so perfect, the play before, the defender came up. And when he came up, they went behind him for an easy score.
Well, that's the thing. Rutland has been a pretty balanced team this year. Obviously, Peters, 1,500 yards is a lot of rushing, but they've thrown the ball very effectively as well. And it makes just that much more difficult to key on one guy. And like you said, I mean, they've had some drops, which really hurt them, but Hubbard didn't drop either of those.
Nope.
And Moore put that last pass, that was right, the last 2 passes, right on the money. In fact, his last 4 passes, including the 2 drops, were perfect. So we'll see how Crosman kicks this one. He tries to drive it deep or not.
15.7 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, and he does. He booms it, and that's going to make it into the end zone for a touchback. So Mount Mansfield will get the ball on the 20 with 15.7 seconds to go.
And will likely go to a knee and go into halftime just down 2 points.
Then again, using your logic about giving the ball to Peters because he can score from anywhere. Do you give it to Hackney
Not at the 20-yard line. Not at the 20. Peters, we're in 4-down territory. Give him the football on the 3rd one. But this is different.
Yep, and there it is. That's the knee, and that's the half. So, back and forth, back and forth. The Raiders have the last one, and they lead it 20-18 at the half. And we'll be back to Rutland's Alumni Field with the second half of action in just a little bit. This is the NFHS Network.
There's my buddy.
You're a little tough.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students.
Welcome back to Alumni Field in Rutland for the Division I Vermont State Football Championship between number 1 Mansfield, number 2 Rutland. Rutland with a 20-18 lead at the half. Mount Mansfield to get the ball first. I'm Carlton Laird, along with Brian Goyd and our producer this afternoon, Nick Fish, on the camera, Gavin Owens. So it's been a back and forth game. I got a couple of stats from one of my guys at the radio station. Said that Hackney has 155 yards rushing in the first half. Peters has 115.
Sounds about right. Those two horses are what brought these two teams here this year.
Noah Crosman to kick it away, and it's high, and it's fielded at the 17-yard line across the 25 and to the 30 down there.
Nice
and
tackle
that was
on the
Diamond,
play.
who I
Matthew Goulet with the tackle for Rutland. Hackney is in the ball game for Mount Mansfield. He was out for a short period of time in the first half with some type of injury. was treated by the training staff, and he looks ready to go.
1st and 10 from the 32-yard line, trailing by 2 points. And the give is to Hackney. Big hole, and he's wrestled down by Kyle Del Bianco after a gain of about 6.
Peters in on the tackle as well.
Each team with 3 touchdowns. The difference is 3 missed conversions by the Cougars. 2nd down and 6. Carlson, straight drop, pump fakes, now steps up, gets away from one man, and he's going to get tackled for a loss, still on his feet, but he gets thrown back pretty far by Garrett Davin. They're going to give him some forward progress to the 29, which is actually backward progress from the original line of scrimmage.
You can't take a sack there. He had to get rid of the ball. Just throw it out of bounds.
First time the Raiders have been able to get to him. That'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
That could have been a disaster.
Carlson again to throw. Airs it out deep down the left side. Too far. Incomplete.
Nice ball. Just missed.
Brady Kanash on the coverage. And I can't tell who it was intended for. But the Raiders hold.
It's 4th down
for the first time, and we're going to have to see Mansfield kick the ball away.
Nobody back deep for.
That's because Carlson, he's going to kind of rugby kick it, and it's fielded at the 35-yard line by Bryce DiNardo. I think they, actually that was the second punt. I think the Raiders were just afraid of a fake, and they kept everybody up. And Carlson, made a little run to his left like he was gonna keep it, and then he just kicked it away. So the Raiders now have it at the 37-yard line. Fumble, and Moore is able to dive on top of it. He's going to lose a couple of yards.
Trying to pull out the exchange with Peters and keep the football that time, but it got caught into Peters, who thought he was going to get the football.
2nd down and 12. Raiders go quickly. And this is Peters. He's got room on the right side. Bowls ahead out to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
About 120 yards now for Peters. Fumble again.
Dropped again, picked up, and it's going to be a touchdown for Mount Mansfield as number 54, Patrick Burke, picks up the loose ball and takes it in about 40 yards.
What a gift for Patrick Burke. Ball ends up right in his hands on the missed handoff again from the quarterback to Peter. 2 plays earlier, the same thing happened. This time the ball bounces to Burke. He picks it up, and he can say he scored a touchdown in the championship game. Wow. 24-20, Mount Mansfield retakes the lead.
Well, the Raiders put it down the first time and got it back. Not so fortunate the second time. 3rd turnover of the game. Rutland unable to convert on the 2 Mount Mansfield fumble. The Cougars, on the other hand, convert on 1 of 2 of Rutland's. Motion now. Carlson to throw into the corner of the end zone. Too deep.
He got it. He did
get it.
What a catch. Number 11.
Wow.
Harrison Lombruno Nicholson with a spectacular catch in the corner of the end zone. The first conversion of the afternoon for Mount Mansfield. They go by a touchdown now. That's significant, 26-20.
All right. So take advantage of that break. And a tremendous catch, as you said. So it looked like it was almost a one-handed catch. I thought that ball was going to be out of the end zone, but.
And to stay in bounds as well, to get a foot down. And again, as you mentioned before, in high school football or college football, you need only get 1 foot down. In the pros, you have to have 2 feet down in play. Back and forth, back and forth. Costly turnover that time for Rutland.
Crossman and Hubbard are deep. Combs to Kit. And he drives it on the ground, picked up at the 30. Across the 35 and close to the 40-yard line by Ethan Course. I think that Marty Richards saw the film of last week's game, and they want to keep the ball away from Noah Crossman and Lucas Hubbard. And so far they have. But they have given the Raiders good field position again at the 39.
They really have. They've started off well. It's a difference in 2 kickers in field position.
Quick toss out in the flats. Lorman drops it and call it incomplete. That play wasn't going anywhere anyhow, I don't think.
Now Mansfield, of course, playing that as if it were a possible lateral.
We got a flag on the far side. Let's see what it is.
Appears to be on Rutland.
See, that is the 3rd time that there's been a ball and the officials have let the play go. When the referee puts his hand up, straight up in the air, he's indicating it was a dead ball fall. That just is not supposed to be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed to happen. 1st and 15 now. Moore dances. He's able to get a couple of yards, and that's all. The thing that concerns me is that it's a good way for somebody to get hurt on a play that's not a play.
Right.
Could be somebody on either team.
9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Mount Mansfield with a 26-20 lead.
2nd down. Little jump pass intended. Well, I'm not sure if it was for Hubbard or if it was for Lorman, but neither one able to come up with it.
Almost an interception there. That would have been Jaden Elsinger almost coming up with a pick on that jump pass again by.
3rd down and 14 now.
Blitz coming.
Moore rolls to his right, throws, caught, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Raiders at midfield. Nice play there by Moore as he gets the ball to Ethan Knott. And Knott has the 1st down, just shy of midfield.
Rutland did an outstanding job picking up the blitz that time and giving their quarterback time to get the ball down the field because that was a slow developing play.
Moore again to throw. This time Norman catches it. He gets to the 45 and spins. And finally gang tackled about the 44-yard line.
What an entertaining game we have.
That's a huge 3rd down conversion by the Raiders. Put the ball at the 43. They go quickly again. Here comes Peters off the left side. And he's tripped up as he falls forward inside the 35 to the 32. And that'll move the chains.
I didn't think Rutland was quite set on that play. There was movement in the offensive line.
Well, the guard taps the center for the snap. That's why it looks like they're moving every time. Peters with maybe a couple of yards. You watch the right guard, and Peters has his helmet come off. He's going to have to leave. He has to leave for one play. Unless
he has to go back and pick up his mouth guard.
Yeah, he's going to head out. So I was saying, you watch the right guard of the Raiders, and he taps the center on the calf when he wants him to hike the ball so the center can keep his head up. So every time they go, it looks like somebody's moving. This is Lorman. Gets it inside the 30 to about the 29. Gain of a yard. It'll bring up third down and about 8, or maybe 7. Peters back in the game now.
I'm just wondering why that's not encroachment on the offensive guard by doing that. That's encroachment.
Quick toss to Peters off the right side. Tries to jump over a guy. Gets close to the first down, but he's a little short.
Because that play could cause the defensive team to go offside.
They've been doing it for years, and it's never called.
Wow.
And nobody ever jumps. 4th down and 2 now for the Raiders. Big play for both teams right here. Rutland trailing by 6. And Moore on the keeper, and it's close. We'll see.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he did either.
Wow. What a huge play by the Mount Mansfield defense. They stopped Rutland and stopped them cold.
All right, first down for Mount Mansfield. So
that's about 2 yards away from a first down. They stood up the defense or the offensive lineman and made a great play.
Carlson gives to Hackney.
He's got some room.
A little bit. Gets it out close to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of about 6 or so. Maybe, I think it's, 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
Blitz.
Hackney again right up the middle. The Raiders stack him up right at the 30. He falls across maybe to the 31. We'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Well-timed blitz that time by Rutland. Jammed up the play. Third and short. 6 minutes, under 6 minutes now in the third quarter. Mount Mansfield with a 26-20 lead.
3rd and 3 now for the Raiders. Pitch to Hackney. It's up high, but he manages to pull it in. Makes a move to get around the corner, but I don't think he got the first down. He made a really good move.
Depends on where the spot is. It looks like a good spot.
I think it's short. They're going to measure. You don't see a lot of measurements on this field. He got a pretty good spot, so
it's very close, I think.
Yes, it is. I got to get the chain in the right spot. And stretch it all the way out.
Just missed it.
It's just short. So now what do you do?
Well,
I mean, certainly
this is I think you've got the perfect quarterback to run to the left side, and if he sees an opening, he'll take it. If not, he'll just punt the ball away. But you've got to keep the ball away, a directional kick away from the Rutland players.
Well, Rutland's not going to put anybody back, I would imagine. Even if they go into punt formation, because the thing is,
I'd kick it then.
Carlson is not very deep when he takes the snap compared to a normal punter. But then again, when you got a beast like Hackney.
I don't want Lucas Hubbard taking the ball back to the house on me.
Yeah.
So what are they doing?
Looks like they're going.
Wow. This play, quarterback keeper, they're offside.
No, I don't think so. Now he drops back, so maybe he is going to kick it now.
Yep. Yep.
He's in punt formation. Think
Nobody's back. Nobody's back.
Tried to draw the Raiders. He's going to keep it, and he's got the first down and more across the 45, the 50, and pushed out of bounds and then thrown to the ground. They're looking for a flag, and they get it, and they should have.
Peters won the tackle.
It definitely should have been a late hit. So a huge play by Carlson. The Raiders had a shot at him in the backfield.
Missed him.
And so not only does he ramble for the first down, but we're going to put 15 more on top of it.
Wow. What a turn of events that was. That one play was the biggest play of the game so far. Position of where the ball is, field position is so key. And with a 6-point lead, the momentum is really changing here for Mount Mansfield.
Yeah, well, that fortuitous bounce for Patrick Burke, a pretty big play as well. So
unbelievable.
Between the two, this is a chance here.
And for a new team in a championship game, can they cash in? Can they finish? That's the key.
Ball at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Hackney, no, keeper for Carlson. They try to chase him down from behind. He finds an opening. He's down the sideline, dives for the goal line. He's in for the touchdown.
Wow.
25 yards.
Again, case in point, one good fake is worth at least two good blocks. Hackney, everyone in the ballpark thought Hackney had the football. Carlson pulled it back, took it around the left side, untouched, unscathed, touchdown Mount Mansfield. It's 32-20. Going for two here is Mount Mansfield. They pitch it to Hackney.
Toss for Hackney, trying to turn the corner, not going to get there. So 32-20 with 5:11 to go in the third. Mount Mansfield on top of Rutland, and we'll be back to Alumni Field after this. For a touchdown, and then a
Burke.
Huge fake punt. It was not I don't think it was a fake punt right from the get-go. It looked like he wanted to kick it at first, but really couldn't.
The snap came to his right.
Yeah,
he's a left-handed quarterback, so he had to regroup after he caught the ball. He went to his left. They had him in the backfield. He got away, spun around, and then got the first down. A huge play by Asa Carlson.
No question about it. And kicks with his left foot as well, so Combs will tee it up. He's kicked every time. He's kicked it low on the ground down the middle.
Right. Very dangerous situation here for Mount Mansfield.
And he does it again, and it's scooped up at the 29-yard line by Course, who's grabbed around the head.
By Patrick Burke.
The Raiders want a flag on that, but they're not going to get it. But once again,
great field position.
Tremendous field position at the 43-yard line.
I guess they're going to have to just live with the field position rather than to allow Rutland to catch the ball and run it back all the way. But this could cost them.
First and 10, Moore to throw, under pressure, down the middle, over the top, picked off! Huge. At the 34-yard line.
Is that number 80?
I believe it is. Mason Combs, the place kicker.
That's a huge turn of event again for Mount Mansfield.
Well, the Cougars got good pressure on Moore, I think, and they forced him to throw it a little higher than he wanted to.
But is it the case of hitting the panic button a little too early here? 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. You still got Peters, your big horse.
Yeah, they still love to throw the ball, though. Here comes Hackney around the right end. The Raiders
nice tackle.
That. Two guys get him, Hubbard
and Peters. They're just coming in and teeing off on Hackney now. They're just mirroring him.
But they haven't had an answer for Carlson.
Nope. They're going to take Hackney out of the game, and Asa Carlson's taking advantage of that himself with a great fake to Hackney.
I mean, obviously he's not completely out of the game because he had about 150 yards in the
That's
first
all.
half.
That's all.
But
now in the second half, I think that's what the adjustment is.
Well, here he is again, turns it to the outside, gets a block, and he gets across the 45-yard line.
Nicely
and out
done.
at the 47 for a first down.
He's feeling it, too. Mount Mansfield's confidence level is right up there right now. Patrick Burke, team leader, trying to keep the focus on just one play at a time.
His father's the principal at South Burlington
I
High School.
know.
And a long-time hockey coach. He actually coached a couple of my girls.
He's a good man.
Carlson to throw. Down the left sideline.
Wide
open. Right on the money. Still free. Down inside the 10-yard line. Dragging away. And down at the 2 finally.
Peters got him at the end, but he was so close. What a wide open receiver.
And again, we apologize. These numbers are so hard to read. I do not know.
22, that could have been Dakota.
Or 22, Diamond?
Diamond, rather. That could have been Silas Diamond.
Oh, we got a...
Oh, no. For Mount Mansfield, motion.
Oh, they must not have had enough men on the line of scrimmage. So that negates a huge, huge play.
Wide open.
I think they didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. You'd have to have 7. So instead of 1st and goal at the 2, it's now 1st and 15 back at the Mount Mansfield 43-yard line.
Marty Richards wants an explanation here on that last call. Vehemently disagreeing with the referee.
Yeah, you never win those. It was made by the linesman on the far side.
Did I just say vehemently?
You did.
And I pronounced it right?
Yes, you did.
Oh, boy.
Motion again in the give right up the middle. Hackney gets it across the 45.
Boy, Peters is so active on both sides of the ball. He's been in on a lot of tackles tonight.
I don't know.
He's a pure football player.
I don't know if he's trying to spy Hackney and stay with him, but Hackney is, they've kind of taken care of him a little bit inside the tackles, but man, he's still so dangerous outside. 2nd down and 12. Here he is again right up the middle, and the Raiders handle him pretty easily. Gets a couple more yards. It'll be 3rd and 10.
3:20 rather, left in the third quarter. Mount Mansfield with a 32-20 lead over Rutland. Asa Carlson with a big day for Mount Mansfield. Also a very, very big day for Harrison Limbruno Nicholson. And, of course, Jared Hackney with over 160 yards rushing so far tonight.
3rd down and 10. And here's Hackney again up the middle, and he's going to have it close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Pylon was down for some reason over on the other side of the field.
I think he got it right now, maybe a yard shy.
And who's down? Somebody's down for Mount Mansfield. Is that Hackney again?
Well, he's back up. And it is Hackney again. And they're going to send him off. He's being helped off. It's that ankle again. Got to give him a lot of credit. I mean, he is gutty. It's 4th down and a yard now. We'll see. With a 12-point lead, do you take a chance and go for it, especially with your big gun now back on the bench?
Well, Dylan Davis has done an outstanding job so far.
He has. I see no reason not to let Carlson do the maybe I'll punt it, maybe I won't trick, although he's in the shotgun.
They're in 4-down territory.
No, he looks. And he's going to go for it. They give off the left side.
Nope.
And nope, not going to get it.
Gave it to Dylan Davis up the middle rather than taking him the ball himself around the end. I think.
So the Raiders hold and get the football back.
Goodness gracious. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Referees discussing something. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't even close.
No.
Now they're pointing it the other way. So the ball belongs to Rutland at the 43-yard line, which is about their average starting position.
That's a huge stop for the Rutland defense. Now they need to capitalize to get back into this football game. That was a huge stop.
It's been a game of breaks. I mean, that illegal formation negated about a 50-yard gain, and then the Raiders end up holding. Oh, Peters smothered in the backfield. He never got going as there's no blocking off the left side.
Number 55 for Mount Mansfield. It's all
56,
over
that was Seymour.
Yep, David Seymour, one of the captains.
The only reason I know there's not a 55, so.
It's a 55. He's 55.
He's 56.
Oh, another tackle?
You're right, there is a 55, but he's not on the roster.
I know. My eyes did not deceive me. I saw
right.
55.
You did. It's 3rd down and 11 now. That happened in the last game, too. There was a guy who was not on the roster, a number that was not on the roster.
Because there is a 56 out there as well.
3rd and 11, Moore.
Big play, screen over here to Peters.
Bobbles it, but then comes down with it.
Didn't get it.
Tackled at the 48-yard line. And we'll see if Mike Norman and the Raiders weren't going to try and go for it here.
Looks like the punting team is coming on.
Well, you might as well try to pin them deep, I guess. Still a lot of time.
And the receivers for Mount Mansfield have had a difficult time catching the football. This ball is high.
Crosman's punt is off the side of his foot, and it takes a Mount Mansfield bounce and comes all the way back to the 41.
Wow. Did that deflect off of someone?
I don't know, but that's a 12-yard punt right there.
That was an unbelievable bounce. That was an odd bounce.
It sure
I've never
was.
seen a bounce like that before.
I don't think anybody touched it. I got to believe if
nobody reacted, so I guess it didn't.
If Coach Norman knew that was going to happen, he'd have probably gone for it.
I think so. Wow, what a break for Mount Mansfield. Their defense does a nice job holding.
1st and 10 from the 41. Jarrett Hackney is back on the bench being attended by the trainer. Nobody in the backfield. No, fake, and Carlson takes it up the middle. Gets it across the 45 to the 46-yard line, gain of 5.
20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Mount Mansfield with a 32-20 lead over Rutland. Here at Alumni Field in Rutland.
And they're not going to run another play. They're going to let the clock run out. So after 3, it is Mount Mansfield 32 and Rutland 20. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter right here on the NFHS Network after this.
A smile, such a simple gesture, an effortless contraction of muscles, a flash of teeth. Healthy smiles have the power to spread joy, courage, and love. When you smile, it transforms you and the world around you. So if you feel the urge, go ahead and use that simple gesture to spread joy. Keep your smile healthy and strong. Choose Delta Dental, protecting more smiles than anyone.
12 minutes remaining in this Division I Vermont State Football Championship Network here on the NFHS Network. Division III, a game that was this morning, seems like days ago. Woodstock defeated Poultney 28-21. That was a great football game. Poultney spotted Woodstock 21 points, came back, made a game of it. Then in the second game, one that lasted forever, it was Burton 63 and Fairhaven 14. The Division II state champs are the Bulldogs of Burton. And we got 15 minutes here to determine who will be the champion in Division I. Carlson on the keeper, looking for an opening, and I believe he's got the first down.
Flag down late, though. Oh, my goodness.
That's got to be holding. That came from the umpire.
Holding it is. That's a huge penalty for Mount Mansfield.
So instead of a first down, it's going to be second down and about 16.
Those holding calls really kill momentum. It looks like that is what the offense is for Mount Mansfield right now. Asa Carlson taking the ball himself.
Second down and 15, call it. There's Davis up the middle, big hole. He cuts it to the outside. He's got the first down. He's at the 40, the 30. Turns it back inside the 20, and he's dragged out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
Was there a face mask at the end of that
play?
No,
there wasn't, or at least there's no flags. But a huge play by Dylan Davis. And you know what? You want to say that Jarrett Hackney is the big gun, but boy,
wow,
Davis is in the running for my player of the game because he has done an amazing job filling in. And Mount Mansfield in the red zone again.
Huge play.
First
Huge
and goal
play
from the 10. Carlson tries to run the right end, and a good play there
52
by Garrett Davin. And now a couple flags come in late.
Oh, boy. Getting a little bit chippy here. Referees conferring over there on the right side. What do we have?
Well, still talking about it. Well, Mansfield acts like it's against the Cougars, but I don't know. Let's see.
They picking up the flag?
It is. Nope, I don't think so. Personal foul on Mount Mansfield. And he did not indicate that it was a dead ball, but if it was after the play, then the down would count. It's 15 yards, that's for certain. They're going to move it back to the 25. And it'll be, well, still first down, I guess. First and goal. No, the down did count. It was a dead ball. It's second and goal. Carlson to throw. Under pressure, still backpedals. Now rolls to his right and throws it away. And that was very close to grounding. He did have a receiver,
yes,
let's say in the neighborhood.
He was right there.
Yeah.
They're discussing it now. They might throw a flag.
Well, the thing is, I mean, he clearly threw it away on purpose. Yeah, but now they're throwing the meat bag back there to mark where he passed it. If it's intentional grounding, that's 5 yards from there and loss of down.
There it is.
That's what it is.
That's terrible. That is absolutely
No, you know, I
ridiculous.
don't agree.
I do. I think that's terrible.
He threw the ball out of bounds on purpose.
He had a receiver, number 11, over there in the vicinity. That was a smart play by a quarterback.
Yeah, I know, but it's not allowed in high school. You can't throw the ball out of bounds on purpose. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and loss of down.
I thought there was a receiver in the vicinity.
Well, yeah, we can agree to disagree. As I said right away, I said that's very close to intentional grounding, and apparently the officials agreed. They don't cut you much leeway in high school football. It's 3rd down and goal now from the 43-yard line. So this has just been huge. Mount Mansfield had an opportunity to put it away. Can they here? Now Carlson under pressure, rolling to his right, hangs it up in the air and batted away. And a nice play there.
That was a duck.
It was Brady Kanosh. Although as a coach, I think you'd rather see him bat that one out of bounds rather than back onto the field of play.
Got that right.
But nonetheless, a good defensive play. And
he just threw that one up for grabs. If he intercepted that, that would have been basically just
it's a good punt.
A good punt.
Yep. Which I think is why he didn't intercept it. And now Carlson in the punting position.
Peters is over here on the right side, not going to allow him. Nice positional punt right there. Nice kick.
And they hustle after
Look
it.
at
It gets
that.
inside
Look
the
at that.
5. And it's going to be down about the 3. A great job by Carlson.
Wow. After all that damage, to get the ball down to the 3-yard line, I'll take that.
Still, the Raiders must consider that a victory because it was 1st and goal at the 10.
Yeah.
And I think another Mount Mansfield touchdown may have been the death knell.
Old number 35 looks like he's ready to come back into the ball game again for Mount Mansfield, too.
Well, that's no surprise.
Hackney is walking around without a limp.
Peters off the left side gets met right at the line of scrimmage by Burke. And he might get a yard out of it, but not much more.
10:31 left in this contest.
Big game for Patrick Burke defensively.
Plus a touchdown.
Defensive touchdown. Moore to throw from the end zone. Out deep looking for Lorman, who dives, and it's just out of his reach.
Kind of a low percentage throw rate there down in that territory that took a long time to develop.
Well, you think that you might catch them by surprise because they don't figure you'll throw out of your own end zone, but pretty good coverage by the Cougars. Norman had maybe a step. It would have taken a perfect pass for him to make the catch. 3rd down and 9 now. Moore going to throw again. Pump fake, now steps up, and he's going to run with it. Looking for a block. No, he tosses it out, and it's almost intercepted. And not only that, he was...
That could have been a personal foul right there on Rutland.
I thought he was over the line of scrimmage, to tell you the truth, when he passed it.
24 grabbed him by the head.
So 4th down, and the Raiders will have to kick it away.
Wow.
From their own end zone.
And they'll have great field position down here as well.
They should have, for sure.
And with under 10 minutes to go here.
Noah Crosman standing near the end of the end zone, the back of the end zone. Low snap. Gets it away, end over end. Takes a big bounce, and it's fielded at the 45. Combs to the 35, and he goes down there.
Did not like the way he was holding on to the football that time. He had it out like a loaf of bread. Could have easily have fumbled that football. Hackney is back into the ball game for Mount Mansfield. Although what a game Dylan Davis has given them.
No question.
So all I can think of with Hackney is he's possibly cramping up.
Well, he was limping pretty severely. It didn't look like it, but you could be right. Motion again, and Hackney gets it. Met at the line of scrimmage, but he's still able to get forward for a couple of yards.
Number 52 on the tackle again for
Garrett
Rutland.
Davin. Now we'll give him a yard on the play.
Still eating up the clock, though. 32-20, Mount Mansfield. Coming close to the 9-minute mark of this 4th quarter.
Next score is critical. Carlson Gives it to Hackney. He's got some running room. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. To the 20. Runs it to the outside, and he gets pushed out of bounds.
Wow.
At the 17-yard line. First down, Mount Mansfield.
That's a big-time play by a big-time running back right there. He doesn't seem to be injured, does he? Skipping over to the sidelines.
It's hard to tell. I should be that hurt.
Oh, my gosh.
First down and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. Davis. A yard.
Tripped up. Big number 60. Is it 69 with the tackle?
Matt Creed.
Interesting that Hackney's not in the game right now.
Yeah, he didn't come off the field like he was hurt. That was for sure. Motion, and Carlson on the keeper. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Keeps the legs turning. And he might get a yard out of it, but that's it to the 15-yard line. But the clock continues to tick down toward 8:20.
Again, it's 3rd down and 7 right now. So this is Hackney comes into the ball game, back into the ball game now. This is 4-down territory for sure. So Mount Mansfield will definitely go on 4th down here if it gets to that point.
Pitch for Hackney. Raiders had it to the outside. He cuts it back in and drives down just shy of the first down, I think. But if it is, it's going to be 4th and not much. Looks like a little more than a yard.
Well, everybody in the ballpark is going to expect Hackney to get the football here.
You know, you give Bryce DiNardo a lot of credit, too. He's been the motion guy on a lot of those sweeps, and he's done a nice job of sealing the edge.
I think Carlson's going to call his own number here. Little fake to Hackney, and then just take it around the end.
And here comes DiNardo in motion again, and they give us to Hackney. They meet him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Nope.
So the Raiders hold again, but are deep in their own territory
with
7:05 to go.
Big number 69 again with the penetration and the tackle.
Matt Creed for the Raiders. He's the biggest guy on this football field.
He stepped up there. Big defensive play. But again, clock will be running here. Mount Mansfield has time on their side right now.
Quick jump pass, too high and almost picked off. Intended for Lorman.
Number 24 for Mount Mansfield. Bryce DiNardo with a great defensive play. 7 minutes to go.
2nd and 10. Moore has it, throws it out. Peters is wide open, makes the catch. He's across midfield to the 40, cuts it back inside the 35-yard line down to the 33.
How do you leave that gentleman untouched?
Well, you know what happens? They fake the handoff to him around the left end. Moore rolls to his right, and Peters just keeps going.
He threw that back. That is such a difficult pass to complete because he had to throw across his body to the other side of the field, running to the right.
A little easier to complete that when there's nobody within 30 yards of your receiver, though. There's Peters straight ahead to the 29.
That was an incredible throw, though.
It was, though, absolutely.
Gotta hustle. 6 minutes, 34 seconds to go.
The Raiders go quickly. Give it to Peters again, left side. Gets thrown down to the ground at about the 27-yard line.
Taking some time off the clock here.
Well, the Raiders go no huddle all the time. Third down and about 3. Peters. He'll have the first down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. 6 minutes to go. If the Raiders are able to punch the one in here, this becomes a very interesting ball game with still quite a bit of time left, as both the teams have big strike potential. 1st and 10, Moore to throw. Steps up in the pocket, dumps it deep into the back of the end zone, tipped around and incomplete. Two receivers there, Hubbard along with Hendrickson, and three defenders.
Two receivers both in the same exact area again. Very dangerous throw that time. Could have been picked off easily.
That's for sure. 2nd down and 10 now.
5:58 left to go in the contest. Mansfield 32-20 with the lead.
Moore again to throw now, rolls to his left, and his pass is knocked down.
Is that a fumble? That's a fumble.
It shouldn't be. The ball's loose.
No whistle.
Well, that should be incomplete. We'll see.
And
he definitely threw the ball forward, and it got blocked.
Is the quarterback down for Rutland?
I don't know.
He was creamed. He was coming back, and I don't know if the momentum was forward, but I think it's Mount Mansfield football.
Wow, I don't think it should be.
So they're conferring here to find out.
I mean, the ball went forward. It was knocked down by a defender. It was batted by a defender back about 10 yards.
There was no whistle because the players kept playing. They kept playing.
You're right, there wasn't, but with 7 officials, you think you might get this one.
It's going to go to, I mean, if you don't have a whistle, I don't think they're going to get this right. I think they're going to give it to Mount Mansfield. What do you got?
Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. That was the proper call, in my opinion.
I'd like to see the replay.
Well, the ball clearly went forward. One of the defenders, he tried to dump it out into the flat. One of the defenders stepped in and batted it. He's lucky he didn't get that one picked off either.
2nd down and 10.
But now Moore is out of the game. It should be 3rd down, shouldn't it? Wasn't the first pass into the end zone?
5:46 to go.
Wasn't the first pass incomplete in the end zone?
Yeah.
Should be 3rd down.
Third down.
Owen Perry in at quarterback. The give is to Peters.
Oh, nice tackle.
Indeed, down to the 21-yard line.
Should be 4th down, right?
It should be 4th down, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Moore's back in the game.
You've got to call a timeout if you're Mount Mansfield, if you know it's true. What'd you call delay? Motion.
Yeah.
Illegal formation?
No, false start. So 5-yard penalty. But it's definitely should be 4th down. The officials have dropped the ball on this.
That's a huge mistake by the officials if that's the case, because he'd missed the ball in the end zone, right?
That's right. He threw it into the end zone where we talked about having 2 receivers there, and then there was that incomplete pass after a big discussion. Well, they're calling it 3rd. Moore to pass, looking down the left side.
No one there.
Incomplete.
That's...
So the Raiders get an extra down out of this. And how big will that be if they get a 1st down or a touchdown? Oh, my goodness. Wow.
There will be heck to pay.
And then some.
Because we've got it. Call timeout.
Timeout. All right, so the Raiders get a free down, and they'll see if they can take advantage of it. 4:59 to play here in the fourth, and we'll be back to Alumni Field right after this.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Even though it should have been fourth down the play before.
Give it to Peters. Nope.
Nope.
Sack.
Moore under pressure, throw toward the end zone. Knockdown. Good job defensively. And the officials get off the hook.
Wow. Monster play, monster rush on the passer that time. They got the pressure on. The jump pass was swatted down. Mount Mansfield has stepped up their game.
And that's unselfish right there. There's a lot of kids, I shouldn't say a lot of kids, but a lot of kids, let's just say, would be tempted to make an interception in the state championship game. And he clearly could have.
Game not over yet.
Toss to the right side for Hackney. Raiders read that pretty well, and he gets about a yard.
Is it Lessard over there that caused him to cut back? Take as much time as you want here for Mount Mansfield. Get a couple of more first downs here. Still a two-possession game.
Carlson on the keeper. Doesn't get much. 29.
Fumbles the ball.
And I think the whistle blew. I mean, this may turn out not to matter, but this could be a three-possession game if they'd have made some conversions.
Under 4 minutes now.
Third down and 7. Big play for the Raiders. If they have any hopes of getting back in this game, they need a stop. A first down would be really damaging. And toss this side for Hackney. Cuts it back. He's got the first down. He loses the ball, and the Raiders have it. It comes into the hands of Lucas Hubbard, and Rutland has the football.
I don't know. Was he out of bounds?
Well, they're saying he was out of bounds.
That's right. They're
now
conferring
they
again. My goodness.
Don't have a lot of faith. Rutland ball.
Wow.
So Lucas Hubbard comes up with the loose ball, and Hackney has had trouble holding on to the football tonight.
He's lost the ball 3 times tonight.
So the Raiders will have it at the 40 with 3:19 to go. They don't have a lot of time, but
quick touchdown and an onside kick is what they can hope for.
You know what Yogi Berra always said? Something about it ain't over till it's over.
Give me 6 slices of pizza. I can't eat 8. It's
yeah,
too much.
He did say that too. Moore rolls to his right, looks, throws it down the middle, and oh my goodness, that would have been picked off. Unfortunately, Patrick Burke
got in the way.
He didn't realize he had a teammate behind him who had an easy pick.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But Burke again in the right spot.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10. That stops the clock at 3:12. Mount Mansfield 32, Rutland 20, state championship game, Division I.
Moore again to throw. Out to the flat, very dangerous pass there. Intended for Lorman, too high.
in 4-down territory. They'll have 2 opportunities here to get the first down.
Diamond over there in coverage. If that pass had been down, he might have had a crack at it.
Mount Mansfield really giving a big cushion here to the receivers of Rutland. They're back a good 10 to 15 yards. Letting them know you can have anything inside, but we're not going to let you go deep. Flag
There's
down.
A flag. I think the Raiders moved. Halfback option. Lorman up for Hubbard, knocked around and incomplete.
Yeah. Could have been offensive pass interference there, but there'll be a flag, and this will come back.
Well, they may decline it.
Well, 4th and 10, I think you got to go. If this is a 10-yard penalty, you got to go for it.
Yeah, it's not a 10-yard penalty because it went at the snap, so it's in legal formation or something. I think it's just a 5-yarder. And I'm kind of surprised they're taking it, to tell you the truth. I don't think I'd give Rutland an extra down. Illegal formation, so it's a 5-yard penalty.
Is it dead ball, automatic?
No, it's not a dead ball, and they decline it.
Okay.
Yep, I thought they might. It's 4th and 10.
Okay, good.
I don't know why you'd want to give Rutland another down.
Not at all.
Not for 5 yards. 15 or something, 10 or 15 would be different.
Under 3 minutes, 2:59 and... Oh. On their feet.
Last grass. Moore over the middle, and it's caught by Hendrickson. He's got the first down, and he's wrestled down at the 21-yard line.
Wow.
Or the 22, a big play on 4th and 10.
Hit as he threw the football, too.
Keeps the Raider hopes alive.
Stayed in the pocket until the end. He got clobbered.
Moore again now steps up, throws completed for Hendrickson again, and we'll see where they're going to mark it. At the 11, it's a first down. 2:39 to go.
Clock stops until the down and distance markers are moved.
Peters up the middle, inside the 10, down to about the 6.
Timeout?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Clock's still going. The Raiders don't seem to be in a huge hurry.
Peters again. Stopped.
Down to the 4. I don't know if the Raiders going to call a timeout here or not. Clock still ticks. 3rd down.
Wow.
Peters again, big hole, and I believe he's going to have the first down. He didn't get in the end zone, but that'll stop the clock with 1:55. They're going to measure.
Clock should have stayed running, though, right?
No, not on a measurement.
No, before they called for the measurement.
Well, the thing is they killed it because they thought it was a first down. And once they stop it and decide to measure, then it stays stopped. And it is a first down, I do believe.
Yep.
All right, 1st and goal from inside the 1. Got to believe Peters is going to get the ball again.
Quarterback keeper.
He's in. 1:50 to go.
Down to a 1-possession game now. 6-point lead. Extra point makes it 5.
High snap. Kicks up. It's good. It's 32-27 with 1:50 to go.
What a ball game.
Oh, my goodness. The Raiders have used one timeout, have they?
Time management was sensational there because they need to go with the onside kick here, and they still have their timeouts. But with, again, the double-edged sword of the onside kick, if it does not work out, Mount Mansfield will have great field position.
Absolutely. A big fourth down conversion in that drive.
An extra down.
Yeah. An extra down that turned out not to matter. That was on the previous drive, but it was another fumble.
3 fumbles.
And the Raiders finally cashed one in. Mount Mansfield only has 5 guys up on the 50.
They need to just fall on the football, secure the football. There it is. They touched it too early.
No, they didn't. I think the Raiders have it.
No,
the flag
I don't
comes
think
in.
so. I don't think so. I think it touched a Rutland player first.
We'll wait and see.
I believe Mount Mansfield will get the ball.
This has been unpredictable so far.
Still discussing it. Got to get this right. Show me the sign.
Illegal touching.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
And I think it happened early.
All right, so the Raiders have at least 2 timeouts. I don't remember if they used one or not.
Two timeouts, I believe, Rutland.
Okay. Now, 1 first down will just about do it.
Hackney is in again. Going to blitz for sure.
Toss this side for Hackney.
He's got to stay in bounds.
And he does. And he gets about 9 yards.
They've got to use the timeout here.
And the clock is still running.
Got to take the timeout quick. There's no choice.
I don't understand.
Wow.
I don't understand. Second down and a yard. Mansfield needs to hold on to the football. It's waiting for the back judge. There it is. Hackney has the first down, but he gets out of bounds. It's a first down. I assume I don't know if he's out of bounds. You can't tell. Yeah, it is. No. Calls him inbounds. And the Raiders are just letting the clock run.
Wow.
What a win for the Cougars. Oh, my goodness.
Just go to a knee here. Just go to a knee. Don't.
Now Rutland calls timeout.
That's odd.
Very odd. I don't, I mean, as good as Hackney's been, I'm not sure that I'd be tossing the ball to him. Not just because he's fumbled it 3 times, but anytime you toss it, there's a possibility of you putting it on the turf.
That's right.
I mean, I'd want something really, really safe. I know you go with what got you here.
Well, I'm also thinking, that Rutland's coming with everyone. I mean, they're bringing everyone, including the kitchen sink, in on the blitz. So
Second down.
30-12. 33.7 seconds to go in someone's season. And right now, with one timeout left for Rutland, second down and about 10 or 12 rather. They can just take a knee, can't they?
Well, Rutland has another timeout. But they can pretty much kill it by, yeah.
There's that little pitch. Cut back. There goes Hackney.
He's going to take it all the way in, and that is the ball game. Hackney, 29 yards.
The Gatorade bath just went on to Marty Richards. 38-27 now.
Okay, so what do I know? That's why they tossed him the ball.
That's right.
He's over 200 yards for the game. He's been out of the game twice, hurt. Back into the game.
25.9 seconds still left in the
contest. Just taking a knee on the extra point. Oh, my goodness. If there were any questions about Mount Mansfield, they've been answered. The Cougars looked like a veteran team. Of course, now they dumped it on Marty Richards, but there's all kinds of ice on the field, and the game is not over.
Well, it is still just a two-possession game here.
Yeah, with 26 seconds to go.
You know, they take one back to the house here on the kickoff and then an onside kick. We're still talking 12-point game.
Anything is possible.
Actually, an 11-point game.
True. Touchdown, a conversion, and it's a three-point game.
I'm just saying. Bizarre things happen.
Yep, you aren't kidding. Line drive. This one gets all the way through, and Crosman has it. Looking for some running room. Finds something up the middle, but takes a lot of time. Gets it out to the 35 with 17.9 seconds to go.
Now Mansfield back in a prevent defense way back. Don't want to give up that home run ball.
More time, fires it over the middle. It's caught by Hubbard, and he gets out of bounds at the 41.
8.7 seconds to go here.
What a great day of football here at Alumni Field in Rutland. Division III champs Woodstock defeating Poultney 28-21. Division II champions Fairhaven falling in a big way to Burton. The Bulldogs are the champs 63-14. And the Cougars of Mount Mansfield on the verge of winning their first state championship. Moore winds it up, fires it for the end zone. And Hendrickson has it go in and out of his hands at the 2, and that's the ball game. The Cougars are victorious, 38-27.
Wow, what a ball game.
It was a tremendous ball game. Both teams battled till the end. Neither one gave up. And a well-deserved victory for Mount Mansfield.
from where they were to where they are now, Marty Richard has done an absolutely masterful job as the coach of this Mount Mansfield program. Our hats are off to him. What a fantastic finish for him to win the state championship this year with this team.
There's no question about it. And they had to battle a really tough Rutland team to do it. And they came up big when they had to. And a gutsy performance from Jarek Hackney. And let's not forget to give a lot of credit to Dylan Davis, who filled in when Hackney was out. He did a great job. And, of course, Asa Carlson, the quarterback.
Patrick Burke,
great job on defense. Got a defensive touchdown for the Cougars. On the Raiders side, obviously Dakota Peters had a strong game as always.
Defensively as well.
So just a great finish to a great football game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Skipper.
Hey, little buddy. That wraps up a great day of football here. And I want to thank everybody, our producer, Nick Fish, and our cameraman, Gavin Owens, who's been freezing his self off all day long. And it's just been a lot of fun. Brian Goyd, it's a pleasure working with you. And
my pleasure.
We'll see you again sometime. So final score once again is Mount Mansfield 38 and Rutland 27. I'm Carlton Laird. This is the NFHS Network.
Well done. See you guys.
See ya.
I can't believe it.
All right, Gavin, you're good to go. Sweet. Thank you very much.
No, I can't even walk.
That midfield representing Bob Johnson, Mr. Bob Hinkson, who will be handing out the award. Coaches from Rutland, please come forward to receive the individual finalist medals for the team. And the captains from Rutland, please come forward to receive the 2018 Division I State Runner-Up plaque. Congratulations to the Raiders for an outstanding year. And now the coaches from Mount Mansfield Union, please come forward to accept the individual championship medals for their team. And the captains from Mount Mansfield, please come forward to receive the 2018 BPA Division I State Champion Trophy.